You are about to practice Beginner's Morning Yoga Workout, a 20-minute yoga class. Welcome to the Fightmaster Yoga channel. I'm Lesley Fightmaster, and this is day 13 of our Yoga for Beginners 30-day challenge. This total body workout focuses on balance, and it's great for increasing mental focus as well as strength and flexibility in your body. As always, if you need a break, push the pause button and rest. Do the best that you can and don't worry about any results. Remember, it's not about the pose. Today's winner of a free Jade Yoga mat is Paulina Bukariva from Fremont, California. Congratulations, Paulina. You have won a free Jade Yoga mat. Now, if you would like to win a free Jade Yoga mat as well, all you have to do to enter is go to fightmasteryoga.com/free mat. Still time to win. But in order to win, you have to be subscribed to Fightmaster Yoga and push the like button. Because Elmer says, I like you when he says, meow. All right, let's begin sitting up nice and tall. Close your eyes. Take a couple of long breaths as you ground down through your sitting bones and lengthen through your spine. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. May your practice today quiet your mind, bring you into the present moment, and connect you to your best self, both on and off of your mat. Breathe in your intention, and then release the hands and roll yourself forward. Line up wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, and then walk your hands in front of your shoulders and take your hips all the way back to the heels so the arms are straight, or as straight as they'll go. Spread the fingers as you inhale. Come forward, bring your chest through, look up, lengthen, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back chin toward chest, and then take your hips all the way back to the heels. Ankles and knees in line. Inhale again, come forward, big breath as you bring your chest forward, draw shoulder blades toward the waist, look up gently. Exhale to round the back chin toward chest and take the hips back to your heels. And again, we'll inhale. So see if you can lengthen your breath here as you come forward. One long breath, look up. And then one long exhale to round the back and tuck the chin and take your hips to your heels. And then walk your hands back. Press yourself up and sit up on your knees. Knees are hips width apart. As you inhale, sweep your arms out, around, and up, palms facing each other. As you exhale, take your arms to shoulder height, and then bring your left arm forward, right arm back, but then move the right hip forward so your hips are level. Stretch through the arms, shoulders above hips. Inhale back to center, arms reach up, ribs and belly in. Exhale, take the arms back down to shoulder height and bring your left arm forward, right arm back, but then move your right hip forward. So remember, when we twist, we're twisting from above the waist, keeping hips nice and stable. That'll protect our lower backs, or your lower backs. Inhale, come back to center, reaching up and look up, draw the shoulders away from the ears, stretch out the arms. And then exhale, take the arms down and bring your hands onto your hips. Step your left foot forward and then your right foot forward. And now make your way to the front of the mat, feet together or hip socket distance apart. Firm the legs, lengthen sitting bones to heels. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold over your legs. As you inhale, look up and lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot and left foot back into plank pose, top of push-up. Knees can be up or down. Shifting forward, hug your elbows and lower all the way down to your belly, everything touching at once, hands by low ribs. As you inhale, peel your chest up, draw your shoulder blades towards your waist, lengthen sitting bones to heels. Keep your belly lifted. And release, exhale. Tuck your toes under. Knees can be up or down. Press up onto the knees or straight up to plank. And then lift your hips for down dog. And now bicycle your legs. Bending one knee and the other. Arms are shoulders distance apart. Feet are hips width. Now bend both knees, stretch way back, and then stretch through the legs and straighten them as much as they will. Pull your ribs and belly in and up. Remember, pressing into the base of the fingers, lift the forearms. Look forward, step your feet up to your hands. As you inhale, come halfway up, lengthen your spine. Fold on your exhale, bending the knees as needed. Press with the feet, inhale, and rise up. Looking up if your neck's okay with it. And then exhale, take the arms down by your sides. So feet together or hip socket distance apart. Firm the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. And exhale, hinge from your hip creases and fold forward, keeping your spine nice and long. On your inhale, hands to shins or above the knees, look up, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step your left foot way back, and then your right into plank pose. Breathe here in plank a moment. Knees can come down anytime or keep them up and lower slowly, maybe a little hover, and then all the way down to your belly. Hands by the low ribs. Inhale, peeling the chest up. Keep the belly lifted. Tuck your toes under, perhaps coming into upward facing dog, thighs and knees up, only if that's okay with your back. And then lower all the way down again to your belly. Tucking the toes under, we're going to press up to plank, knees up or down, your choice, and then lift the hips for down dog. Stretching back. Now, if you're not used to working your arms and shoulders and core, pressing up to plank is going to be really difficult. So do what you can. Keep your knees down for as long as you need to. Some of you might be stronger and you can do it easily. Took me a while. Then inhale, come back into plank. Crown of the head moving forward, heels back. Knees can come down or keep them up. And then we're going to roll to the pinky toe side of the right foot. Bottom knee can stay down, or you can lift it off the floor. Stretch up through the left arm. This is side plank. Draw your top hip a little bit forward. Take the hand back to the side. Make your way back into plank pose, knees up or down. And then shift over to the little toe side of the left foot. Right arm up. So bottom knee down is the modification. Or you can keep it off the floor if you have more strength. Draw your shoulders away from the ears. Pull your belly in and up. Bring your arm back to your side. Come back into plank with the knees down. Turn the inner elbows forward and lift into down dog. Stretching back here. Remember, down dog is to take the pressure off the spine. So if you need to bend your knees to get more length in the spine, it's totally okay. Look forward and step your feet to your hands. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen. Fold as you exhale. Press through the feet, come up with a long spine. Inhaling, look up, lengthen, and exhale. Hands to heart. At the top of the mat, feet together or hips socket distance apart. Pull in through the belly. We're going to ground down through the left leg and pick up the right heel. Take it anywhere below the knee or above the knee. Tree pose. So you can always keep the ball of the foot on the floor for more balance. And if you've got a wall near you, you can use the wall for balance. Stretch the arms up if you're steady. Try and squeeze your left hip in towards center as your right hip drops down. Find a spot to focus on, eye level or looking at the floor in front of you. That will help with your balance if you keep a steady gaze. Releasing the arms and release the leg. Ground down through your right leg. So you can pick up the left foot, keeping the ball of the foot on the floor, or you can take that foot anywhere below the knee or above the knee, just not right on the knee joint. Finding your balance. I'm a little bit wobbly today. That happens. See, balance is different on different days. You can never take it personally. Sweep your arms up if you're steady. And do your best now to squeeze your right hip in and drop your left hip down. Find your steady focal point. That helps with balance. And if you come out of it, just come back in. That's all it is. Release the arms and release the leg. It is yoga practice, not yoga perfect. Thank goodness, right? So at the top of the mat again, inhale, reach your arms up and sit back this time into chair pose. It's like you're going to sit in a chair. Lengthen your sitting bones down. Now we're going to pick up the left foot off the floor and balance. Bring your hands to your hips and then step that left foot back. So you can tap it down, but get it back there far enough so that your right knee's over your ankle. Then bend the back knee, tilt the pelvis forward, zip in your belly. Straighten the back leg as much as it will. Pull the right hip back. If you're wobbly here, you can take the back knee to the floor, or you can walk the right foot over to the right more to help with your balance. Stretch up through arrow straight arms. Draw your front ribs down. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the floor. Bring hands to hips. So we're going to step that back foot all the way to the front. Take as many steps as you need to. Feet together and back to chair pose. Drop your tailbone down. Pull your belly in. Now, belly to thighs, and then fold over the legs. Inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Begin to bend the knees, drop your hips, and reach your arms up by your ears. Drop your tailbone down, keep your belly pulling in, and then we'll start to pick up the right leg. Hands to hips makes it a little easier. Balancing. And now start to step that right leg back. You can take as many steps as you need. Just make sure when you get back there, your left knee is over the ankle. Bending the back knee, tilting the pelvis forward, pulling the left hip back, and now straighten through the back leg. Unless you're taking your knee to the floor for more balance, that's fine too. Stretch up through the arms. Remember, if you're wobbly, you can also try walking your left foot more to the left so you have more space and more stability. Pull your front ribs down, lift through your back ribs, and stretch up through the arms. Straighten the elbows as much as you can. Release the hands back to the hips and step that back foot forward as many steps as you need. And then sit back again into chair pose. This is called Utkatasana in Sanskrit. Drop your sitting bones down, pull your belly in, weight is in the heels. Then belly to thighs, straighten the knees as much as they will. Inhale. Lengthen your spine, look up. Exhale, bend the knees and plant the palms. Step the right foot way back and then the left foot into plank. Keep the knees up or down as your choice. Keep the belly lifted, hug the elbows in as you slowly lower. Maybe hover for a moment, shoulders and elbows at the same height. Inhale, peel the chest up. Maybe into up dog, thighs and knees up, shoulders over wrists, only if your back agrees. And then exhale, make your way to down dog. You can always take the knees down and then press back to down dog as well. Keep the ribs and belly pulling in and up. Gaze between your knees or your feet. Spin the inner thighs back. Reach the heels toward the floor. And then look forward. We're going to cross at the shins and come to seated. And then with your hands behind you, roll yourself onto your back. Take your heels under the knees, feet parallel, toes pointing in just a little bit toward one another. And then inhale, lift the hips, low back, mid back, maybe upper back. You can keep your palms flat, grab the mat and pull, or roll the shoulders under, interlacing fingers. Spiral your thighs in toward each other. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. Lengthen your neck away from your chest, but keep moving the chest toward the chin. And most importantly, breathe. Nice, steady Ujjayi breath that we learned in the beginning. Release down and take a rest. Soles of feet together, knees apart, or you can drop your knees in toward each other. Hand on heart center, hand on belly. Think of 2 things that you're grateful for today. Any two things. Let's take the knees back up. Again, heels under knees to start, toes in a little toward each other. Inhale, lift, hips, low back, mid back, maybe upper back, and whatever hand variation you prefer. Interlace fingers, grab the mat and pull. Just spiral the inner thighs toward each other. Lengthen sitting bones towards backs of knees. And keep pressing up through the chest, but keep the back of your neck nice and long. Release and lower. And now hug your knees into your chest. Just gently rock here a little bit side to side. Give your low back a little massage. Return your feet to the floor. And now shift your hips over to your left and drop your knees over to your right. If you want to go deeper, you can cross left knee over right. You can also turn and look over the left shoulder if that's okay with your neck. Just a gentle twist. Twists are good to do. A little twisting every day is great for your spine, for your body, for your energy flow. Come back to center. Take your hips over to the right, knees over to the left, and cross the right knee over the left if you'd like to go in deeper. Looking over the right shoulder if possible. Turn your belly up toward the ceiling as you twist here and make sure to connect in with your breath. Long, steady inhales. Long, steady, equal exhales. And inhale, make your way to center. Start to lengthen or hug your knees into your chest first. And then we'll bend the knees for happy baby. So knees moving toward armpits. You can hold the legs anywhere or hold the little toe sides of your feet. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the floor. And you can rock side to side here as well if you like. Release that, bringing feet to the floor. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees as you lengthen out your legs. Let your feet flop open. Bring your arms by your sides, palms up. Close your eyes and relax and rest. Our quote today comes from the Buddha. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. I'll be back in a moment. Enjoy your rest. Begin to lengthen your breath. Start to make movements in your hands and your feet. Take a nice long stretch. And then to bring your arms by your sides, bend the knees, roll to your right side. And take a moment to thank yourself for taking your practice, taking care of your body and your mind and your spirit. Great work. Come on up to seated. Crossing at the shins, hands together in front of the heart, and then bring your hands to your forehead to remind you to have clear and loving thoughts. And your hands to the heart center to remind you to have clear and loving intentions. And your hands to your mouth to remind you to have clear and loving communications, sending positive energy and peace to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Great work today. Wonderful that you were here with me. I really thank you for coming, and I will see you tomorrow. But first, our secret word today, if you have watched all the way to the end, is connected. So write the word connected in the comments below, and I know you made it to the end. See you tomorrow.